met him March 1st, 1975, in a bar in Jacksonville. He asked me if I'd like another beer and moved over and started conversing with me then. We went to a party, and then after he sailed, he started writing to me, and I wrote to him, and he proposed to me April the 14th, after I met him on March 1st. I guess you could say that was love at first sight, I don't know. We've considered the fact that he's going to be away, but what is 6 months or a year or 2 years to a lifetime? That's nothing. We have careers we've got to plan. I'm going to Cincinnati, where I've been accepted in the conservatory, of music, to pursue my singing career in opera. And he's in the Navy, but he can also pursue his career in Cincinnati as well when he gets there.
Obviously, it's going to be pretty hard for the both of us. Since we met, we've been together about 12 weeks out of a year. So you can tell the problem's going to be a real big one. And that's how life is, I suppose, until I'm out, until I'm a civilian. When I come over to America, when I immigrate, I intend to work in a restaurant to start with and learn the business and gradually build up for my own and own my own place, if it's at all possible.
While you were here.
What now?
Yeah, it would be beautiful now. It'd be too cold. Weddings are always socially a headache. We have people coming from England, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. We have family from everywhere coming to the wedding.
I got quite a bit of support. My mother's flew over from England to come and give me a bit of backing, family backing.
I never dreamt that I would come to America or to ever fly. In fact, this is the first time I've flown.
What's it like? It's cold, isn't it?
Everyone is so friendly, always ready to make you welcome. My hostess, the bride's mother, has made me most welcome here.
Coming in?
Well, I'm very pleased for both of them. They seem to be happy with the idea of their marriage. So I'm pleased for them. There will be problems, I'm sure. But if their love is strong enough, I'm sure it will take them through it.
Susan knows that he's in the Navy and this is a sailor's life, and I should imagine that she has thought about all this and she's prepared to be parted from him for lengths of time, knowing what a sailor's life is.
Being at sea for 6 weeks can be frustrating to any male. So, I mean, even if he does have sex with someone else temporarily, or a fling, or whatever you want to call it, he's always going to come home to me. And it doesn't worry me at all, because he loves me and I love him.
Very much. 37.
You want 2 or 1? 2.
What for Disney World this weekend? Name? Or
The other one?
Topless.
Topless.
Yeah, topless in.
Topless. Oh.
L-I-S-S, not E-S-S.
Okay.
7, 8.
America on Parade, the world's happiest bicentennial celebration. At 10, red, white, and blue Fantasy in the Sky fireworks. And at 10:10, Jose Feliciano. Watch the stars come out. After 5, Walt Disney World. Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail and clothes he bought from the body shop. The body shop for you.
A large number of sailors of any nationality usually bring with them a large number of calls for police service, if not problems. By comparison, the British have been no problem. Were we to have any other nationality, unfortunately, including our own, it would be more of a workload than the Ark Royal has created. The only specific problems that we have had that could be considered of more than a very minor nature was a couple of them borrowing a car when they had too much to drink. And it wasn't an intentional taking of a car to convert it to their own possession, naturally, because they're going back. It's just a matter of mostly letting off steam, having a little too much to drink, and doing something they shouldn't. I think the British sailor is the best ambassador for his country, bar none, of all those that I've seen here in the many years I've been here.
Cover star Bob Sanders and TV songstress Carrie McDowell. Then at 9. The hits from coast to coast. Don't forget to check out the hip-hugging jeans, the t-shirts, the darling dresses, and the swimwear. Hippity-hoppity Easter's on its way.
Who's planning to take part in this great expedition?
Well, this is a group of 5 from the flight deck party, so basically it's being organised by Leading Airman Green. They're all very interested in ornithology and just general observing of wildlife. There are various factors I'm not 100% happy about myself. First of all, I must and I would like to establish before I give the go-ahead, from my point of view, that they are competent at map reading. Because in this particular area, the open swampland, it's not so difficult. But if they go at all into the mangrove swamps around the Everglade forest here, then they can have a problem with very, very reduced visibility.
I see quite a lot of waterways that begin and end and don't go anywhere, so if they rely on those,
they're not terribly accurate. This section is, in fact, just done from aerial photography.
Oh, blimey. What about snake bite?
Well, this is something that I want them to have a specific briefing by one of the medical officers on the precautions in case of snake bite, because there are 4 poisonous varieties of snake in North America. All 4 of them can be found in Florida. And there are 2 particularly vicious types found in this particular region, the cottonmouth, and the other one is the water moccasin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if they can be briefed on this then would take care of that one.
Okay, what can they do about alligator bite? I would have thought that was going to be one of their problems.
Yes. I think that if they get to the stage of being bitten, there's not a great deal to be done. The main thing is to avoid being bitten.
First avoid your alligator, yeah, okay.
An imaginative idea. This is the thing that he likes about it, the fact that you're doing something different. You've got a set objective. Now, I would like you to be able to do this. The one thing is, it's really got to be regarded as a leave trip. Now, the things that I want to satisfy myself about, basically, first of all, the maps you're going to use. I'd like to see each group having a map and there being a spare map. But the other thing I've got to establish is, and make certain of, is that you can all read maps accurately, because the area you're going into here, if you're going around Belglade, is open swampland. But if you go into the Everglades National Park, into mangrove swamp, then you're going to be in territory where you're working with visibility as little as, what, 5 yards in amongst the hanging stuff. And you've got to be very accurate with compass work. And being able to measure off distance, know your own length of your pace and work your way, because if you get lost in that, it's very dense. Now, the other thing is, I'm going to arrange for one of the medical staff to give you a briefing on snake bites, because I don't know if you know how many varieties of poisonous snake there are in North America. There are 4. They're all found in Florida, and 2 of the worst ones here: the cottonmouth and the water moccasin.
Moccasin, that's it.
So you've got to avoid these. And for snake bites, the first aid kit a mile away is no good to you if you've been bitten by one of these things. You know, the only person who can help you then is a padre.
Oh, that's not topped up. Can you chop them right up for a bit more? No. That's it. That's mine. That's $6, please. It's not bad. Let's have one. There's some more lemons, please.
The union of man and woman in heart, body, and mind is intended by God for their mutual joy, for the help and comfort given one another in prosperity and adversity, and when it is God's will, for the procreation of children and their nurture in the knowledge and love of the Lord. Therefore, marriage is not to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, deliberately, and in accord with the purposes for which it was instituted by God. Into this holy union, Leslie Vernon Conway and Susanna Gigi Gonzalez come now to be joined. If any of you can show just cause why they may not lawfully be married, speak now, or forever hold your peace. Leslie Vernon, will you have this woman to be your wife, to live together in a holy marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
Find a rubber rock
Buttons the other like this. Got it?
You're on. Right.
Susan, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow,
and with all that I am and all that I have,
and all that I am and all that I have,
I honor you in the name of God.
I honor you in the name of God.
Now that Leslie and Susan have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, with the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, I pronounce that they are husband and wife in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Those whom God has joined together, let not man put asunder.
Go on then, Tomo. See if you can let go halfway up, do a somersault, then land on your head in the sand.
Well, it's just a feeling that you'd never get anywhere else. I mean, it's a different world altogether. I should imagine it's something like the Indians must have felt before we found the place. You know, it's unspoilt. It's something that you wouldn't see ordinarily. It's something most people will never see, of course, but it's just a feeling of being back in time, a few hundred years.
What is it?
I think it's a cottonmouth.
Is it?
A deed one. Not long, though. You got your knife, eh? I moved the bastard permanently.
You're excited. I mean, obviously, at the back of your mind, you're thinking, what am I going to do if a snake bites me? Or something like that. But the doc on board gave us a big briefing on what to do in case we did get bit, so that we'd be all right. With a bit of luck.
They're damn clever, these snakes. You sure it's not just plain dead? So look at his teeth. Yeah. Why? I can't see any teeth.
Well, these fangs are about a quarter inch long. Well, I've always liked birds. I think the bird watching started when I worked on I used to be on the falconry unit at Yeovilton. And that really got me going on birds of prey. That's my big hobby. And I've been interested in birds of prey ever since then, really. I don't really put a vulture down as a bird of prey. It's just a scavenger, same as a crow is or a buzzard. But they're still good to look at. Well, it's a freedom that they've got. You know, they just sit up in the sky all day. No worries. Not going to be back for duties or anything like that. They just come and go as they please. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. The way all the feathers move at different times. And the way they work themselves. It's really something else.
See, how's that? What's that he's got in the files?
You sit there all day without seeing anything sometimes. And another time you can sit down and half an hour later you've got everything in front of you.
Where is it? See? A couple of them up here. Perched, yeah. Up here. Oh, the chairs, look. See the alligators down there. Quite colourful, aren't they?
Doesn't matter. I like it. Feels good. Keep looking for him over here. I keep hoping he'll show up.
Yeah. So that's not watching this end. He may just as well be along the other end.
No, because this is where he comes out over here.
Oh, is it? Oh.
If he comes out.
He looks fatter in his whites than he does in his blues, do you think?
Susana Gigi Gonzalez, will you have this man to be your husband, to live together in a holy marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will, by God's help.
Leslie Vernon, will you have this woman to be your wife, to live together in a holy marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will, by God's help.
Jonah, you can get some help from the table. Let's put the place in his name.